Hey guys, it's Joshy here, and I am back with another how to use Pokemon, or ways to use Pokemon in Sword and Shield. Now, I am sorry this one took a little while to get up. I am trying to work on them as fast as possible, but let's just get into this one. So today we are looking at 6 ways to use Escavalier in Sword and Shield. Now, Escavalier is the cavalry Pokemon, and he has 3 abilities. First, he has Swarm. When your HP is under a third, you get an extra 50% power to bug type moves, Shell Armor, preventing critical hits, and Overcoat being the hidden ability which is available, which stops weather's effects and protects you from powder moves. Then if we just want to have a look at his stats, now base is only 495, but we have 17 HP, nice, attack 135, which is really good, defense and special defense are both 105, which is nice, special attack 60, and then speed's the 20, so speed's where we really lack it, but having really nice high defense and special defense usually means you're gonna take a hit and, you know, attack such high. But also, while we're going to number 6, remember he is Steel and Bug, so he actually only has one weakness, which is Fire. So meaning you only have one type of move to be worried about, even though it's 4 times weak. So anyway, let's get into the first one. So the first one is kind of my, well, it's my counter set. And the reason being, so as you can see, we'll get into a max HP and mix between special defense and defense. Then we have Protect, Attract, Counter, and Metal Burst. Now, Counter, as you can see, if it's a physical attack, will reply with double the damage, and Metal Burst, doesn't matter if it's physical or special, it will give 1.5 damage back. And then, as you can see, we do carry the leftovers. That is why we have Attract and Protect. We want to get the max amount of turns for recovery, and it actually can work alright. So let's see him in a battle. So this one is sped up quite a lot, so I do apologise about that, but it definitely had to be. So we've got a Pyukumuku with Electric Surge across from us, so I thought, oh well, thought about it and thought, you know, if I want to go for Protect the first turn, that's not the worst idea that I can see. So I see he's going for Zing Zap, that's great. Now I know we're going against a physical set, I can go for the counter, get hit with the Zing Zap, don't flinch, counter, and Pincurchin is down first. Well, second turn, I guess. But as you can see, I'm getting that heal back. So I thought, okay, Musharna here, I'm going to go for the Attract, and he actually, you know, gets me with a Rock Slide. I don't get flinched. I'm like, okay, physical Musharna. Didn't expect that one, but at least now I can, you know, double the damage back. So I'm going to go for the Protect, looking at just, you know, as I said, getting that heal back, but we're immobilized by Lub. So you'll see why this one is sped up heaps. So I'm going to go for the counter. He's immobilized by Lub. And I'm like, alright, that's cool. So, you know, I go for the counter. And I get the Rock Slide, I'm like, sweet, bit of damage off, and I flinched. So, as you can see though, this, as long as you're not, I mean, you're generally going to expect your opponent to come in with a Fire type move. Now, you're able to see it because after you take someone out, you know, you can see now, if you wanted to swap this out for a Focus Sash, that wouldn't be the worst thing if you're trying to, you know, retaliate to a Fire type move. But generally I like carrying the leftovers because you can go for a Protect anyway when a Pokemon comes in, and if they go for the Fire type move, which they most likely will, they're revealing it to you early enough so you can really cause a bit of trouble with that. So here, as you can see, I'm still mucking around. I should have just cut this middle part out. But you can see how it does cause that real annoyance to your opponent, and like I'm back up to nearly full HP now. Most people would swap by now because knowing that I've only got, you know, counter or not an actual outputting attack, they can kind of have that free swap, kinda. But as I say, free swap or flinch again, it's still like I'm still going to be able to gauge where they're coming from. The only thing is you have to worry about setup Pokemon. But again, if you have that Attract, it can be a pain in the butt. And you can still swap. So I'm still just trying to get a counter off because I want to see the amount of damage I get back. Depending, I don't know what Musharna is running, because if it's not running HP investment, it's going to be doing obviously a larger percentage. So we do double, but it's not too much. So I'm just going to swap here into Thievul just because I thought at least I can get some damage going. So, you know, we get Rock Slide, a critical hit around half. I'm just going to go for the Snarl because, you know, you'll see anyway, I'm just carrying the Throat Spray just on Thievul. And I just want to get with you this Musharna. But I decided to go for the Snarl again because I thought I'd like to see what happens. Then I get Garibald and I was like, didn't expect that. So anyway, I Escavalier back in, go for the counter, get the Rock Slide in my face. That's fine. Flinch, of course. I'm like, I don't really want to make him infatuated again. And again, Rock Slide, flinch, like Now I'm at the extent where I'm like, do I want to stay in? Do I not? Like, do I want to protect or do I want to take another one? Finally get the counter off. Don't quite kill him. Like, come on, one more to go. And I'm going to go for the protect. I thought get a bit more HP for the last Pokemon. It goes for a Zen Headbutt. Run out of Rock Slide, obviously. So I'm like, this is good. So one more counter, Zen Headbutt. I'm like, don't flinch. Oh my god, I flinched. So you can just see my love for flinching at the moment. Against me, I actually love flinching mechanic. It's fun to muck around with. But nonetheless, he's down. So we have one more left to deal with. And it's going to be the Rabombi. Now, I am expecting Rabombi to be special, and I was correct. We're going to get a Pollen Puff. I'm going to go for a Metal Burst. Unfortunately, it's 1.5, not 2, but it's still looking like a 3-hit turn, so I thought I'm just going to go for the Protect. I want to make sure I have enough HP to live 2 more hits, hoping, you know... I mean, sorry, I believe I do carry the... I'm not sure if I popped the Overcoat or the... other ability on him. Then we're welcome to check that one easily anyway back at the start. I believe I originally intended to have Overcoat to make sure I'm not taking weather damage or being put to sleep with Sleep Powder, so that's probably what I have. But you can run this with Shell Armor, so you're not going to be critted. But if you are running a Focus Sash, it doesn't really matter if that's your aim. So you also, as well, if you do get stuck with a setup Pokemon, you still can go for the output attack because he's still got a good attack as long as you still have that Dynamax in your back pocket. So as you can see there, I was actually able to pretty much work the whole team myself, just swap just because there. So anyway, we're going into number 5. So number 5 is my, it's my Salt Vested one. So this is actually really interesting. I like this set because, as I said, look here with max special defense and max HP with a boosted special defense, we have a massive special defense stat at 173 at level 50, sorry 172. We're going to extra 50%, and then I'm going to run Iron Head. That's great. Stab also causes flinching if we ever go first. Drill Run almost 100% with critical hit boosted accuracy. I mean, Razor Shell, so that's 2 that can work against water Pokemon, and then carrying the L Stinger gives you a chance to really boost your attack, which is crazy good. So yeah, the Assault Vest, as I said, so that way I'm able to work really well with him. But he actually has another cool little use here, and you'll see what I mean, is you can really abuse Dynamaxing with this Escavalier set because you get the boosts when Dynamax. Now, this is why I'm carrying both the ground and the water. Well, obviously more coverage is great, but I can go for a Dynamaxed any ground move you carry, obviously, but Drill Run, and it's going to raise your special defense. So now I'm not only am I Assault Vested, I'm Assault Vested with an extra 50% special defense on top. Now the fact we carry Iron Head as well, we can boost our defense, so we can make ourselves even more of a wall. So we actually avoid the Rock Slide. I'm going to go for Max Quake, as I said. I forgot to say the name before I said the ground one. I'm not going to take him out in 2 little, hits. It's going to be pretty much 3, but that's fine. But then I thought, what, I'm actually going to go for the Water move. Now, the other reason to go for the Water move in your G-Max form, so Max Geyser, is that we can bring up the rain. Now, the good thing about bringing up the rain is that way, if a fire move is coming in, at least while Dynamax, you should live it if it's not too overpowered. Now, you may not, and that's fine, but this will give you a higher chance. So then we have the Claydol coming in, and I thought, what, I'm just going to go for my Max Steel Spike. I know I'm not going to take him out, but I'm not aiming for the kill right now. What I'm aiming for is that defense boost, so that can mean I can stick around longer and cause a lot more problems. So anyway, knock him down to around red health, which is great because now not only am I +1 in defense, +1 in special defense, and then an extra 50% on top of that because of Assault Vest, I can now go for Fell Stinger, which definitely will take out Claydol from that range. And with +3, even without any EV investments, this thing is scary. So, I'm Rocky Helmet. Now, the only thing is, unfortunately, I would love to have had Leech Life on this thing because then we could have worked on our own recovery. So we've got Heliolisk coming in. I'm like, I don't know what this thing's going to carry, but we're just going to go for a Drill Run being super effective. Then he's going to go for Sunny Day. I'm like, oh, well, maybe he's a solar powered set, and that's fine with me. So I thought I'll just take him out with a Drill Run as long as I don't miss. I hit, connect, and we take him down to the Focus Sash. So I was like, great. Okay, I don't know what he's running. But then I was like, oh, he's not solar powered, so I went for the Fell Stinger anyway, but he's going to pull out the Weather Ball. So that was the thing there. As much as I'm Assault Vested, not from full HP would have been interesting, but in the sun with Weather Ball boosted to a fire, I'm still going to go down. But only having that one weakness, is a lot of Pokemon you can go in against safely. So number 4 now we're going on to, which is our this is actually our fast one. So this is Jolly, max speed, max attack. Now even at max speed, we haven't got the most crazy speed. I think it's 79 there, but we can boost it nicely because Escavalier actually has access to agility, which gives us double speed in one use, which will put us above a lot. Then we're going to carry the Fell Stinger, so that way we can get the boost off on our attack from an attack. Then Drill Run, which you can run, and Iron Head. I would suggest also considering Razor Shell, but that's fine. And then carrying the Salak Berry, because a double boost on this small speed doesn't necessarily mean we're going to get a outspeed of everything. Salak Berry will put us into that tier where we pretty much outspeed most stuff. But as you'll see here, we can actually work around that. So I thought, okay, we've got the Delibird. I'm actually going to go for the agility first turn. He's going to go for the protect. I'm like, sweet. I can definitely make good use of this because now I've got a free agility off. I'm pretty sure I can outspeed him now. So I end up going for a second agility only because I thought, well, I got a free one first turn, so now I can get a second one. He's going to go for the freeze dry, so I'm like, yeah, not my worry. Very minimal damage, being not very effective, and as I said, I have very nice defenses even without boosts. So I'm going to go for the Iron Head, obviously super effective, knocks him down, Focus Sash it is, which is even better because now that I'm outspeeding for sure, I can get that Fell Stinger off, and I got the flinch there, so he didn't get to do anything, but he's going to go for one more useless protect. Now, remember as well, if things are protecting, and especially if they're low, you can definitely go for the Dynamax or Gigantamax with Pokemon to hit through it, but obviously I want to take him out with Fell Stinger to get that boost. So there we go, and now I am +4 in speed, +3 in attack, so that's 3 times my speed, which is what? 3 7s are, oh my gosh, 24. So, no they're not, you idiot, 21. So you're nearly at 8 though, so you are sitting around 240 speed. So there you go, we outspeed again, Iron Head down. Now we've got the Rear Nucleus, oh my gosh, I read the name and just had a mental blank moment. Runerigus coming in. Unfortunately, we don't take him out there with the one hit, but this Pokemon is quite a defensive mon, so we're going to get Power Split. As much as that's like, I'm like, Runerigus has got okay attack, and as you saw there, +3, so I'm going to go for the one more Fell Stinger. This is definitely a possible sweeping Escavalier set, which would catch a lot of people off guard. Now, if you're worried about Charizard being used a lot, or you're versing a lot, I'd suggest carrying the Water Move instead of Drill Run, but I like carrying Drill Run. So anyway, we're into number 3. Now, number 3 is actually my special set. So this was a really fun one to come up with. So as you know, I'm going to be modest. Max special attack, max HP, and the funny thing is my attack stat is still high, considering it is actually over double that in base. But I wanted to make something a bit gimmicky and fun. So I run Acid Spray, not only because it reduces their special defense by 2, but by Dynamaxing and using G-Ooze, you get a special attack boost. Running Steel Beam, massive attack, but will give you half HP damage, recoil, Giga Drain, and then Bug Buzz. So we've got our stabs there, but Giga Drain is what we're looking for the heal. And then leftovers, just to make sure we can stick around more. So if we can get a Steel Beam, Giga Drain, and 2 leftovers, you may get yourself another Steel Beam. So here we go, we're going to match off against a Glaceon. Now, I really wanted to just showcase this set because, as I said, like, again, it's something that can catch people off guard, but sometimes it's just fun to run a gimmick. And something that is, I mean, obviously this is probably one of the worst of these sets. One of, not necessarily the worst, depends what you think, but it's obviously not the best Escavalier set. But it's fun, and sometimes that's all we're after. So, and sometimes you just want to, catch people off guard. So we're going to get a Shadow Ball, critical hit, outsped, obviously. And I was like, okay, well, we're going to go for the Max Ooze. The good thing is, though, I'm less worried about crits than that at the moment because I'm healing anyway, naturally, as you can see, going to get a bit of that back. It's not going to overly kill me, and I can definitely heal myself back afterwards. So I'm going to go for a second Max Ooze, so that's going to give me another boost, putting me from one boost to 2, which is now 2 times special attack. So now I was like, I'm just going to go for Steel Spike, because that way I can make sure I get rid of him. But I wanted to do it before I got a special defense drop. Unfortunately, I got that drop, but I'm going to have to work with it. But at least with this guy, I have now got a defense boost, so I'm sitting much more comfortably. So I was like, okay, well, at least I've recovered now. I'm still sitting above half HP, even though my Dynamaxing is finished. And we've got the Mamoswine coming in, so I'm like, okay, well, I can take care of this thing. So I thought, you know what, I'm actually going to go for the Giga Drain here to give me the recovery. I am +2, so double special attack, and that's enough to take out Mamoswine. I actually didn't think that was going to happen, but that's done. So Mamoswine is going down, and I now have only one more to deal with. So it's Cloyster here coming in. I thought, well, I'll just go for a another Giga Drain, you know, get more back. I'm going to get a Razor Shell. I thought, uh-oh. And then I was like, whoa, and then I was like, it's a crit. Okay, well, as you can see, it did less than half at a crit. Go for the Giga Drain and do take out Cloyster. I did want to use Steel Beam. I really kind of wish I did, but I didn't. That's fine, but it may not have killed, but I'd probably say stab in that. But as you can see, fun gimmicky set. So we're on to number 2. So number 2 is my Shell Armor, kind of wallish big attacker, and I'll show you what I mean. So we are running a impish nature, but we're running mix between HP, special defense, and defense, and I wanted to put a little bit more into special defense. Now, you could max out any of these 3, because as you can see here, we're going to run Iron Defense to give us a double boost in defense. Then we're going to go Swords Dance to give us a double boost in attack, Rest so we can get that HP we lost back, and then Iron Head. Again, you pretty much just have to watch out for fire moves, and then we've got the Chesto Berry so we wake up the first Rest fully happy. So you know, if you can lure a fire Pokemon in or play well with them, then you can end up actually, you know, causing a lot of trouble for them if you get rid of it early. Anyway, so we're against a Grimmsnarl. I was wondering what we're going to get. So we're going to get super powered straight off the bat, and I'm like, yes, that's going to do not much, and it doesn't. And he gets the drop, so I'm like, sweet. So I go for an Iron Defense. I'm like, yeah, you ain't going to be able to touch me very well, so I'm going to go for another one while I can. He misses a Swagger, which kind of sucks for him. I don't know why we can miss that too much. I feel like it's not something you miss. So I thought I'm going to go for the third one. He goes for another superpower, barely scratches this Escavalier's armor, and I'm going to get my third Iron Defense off. So I'm like, sweet, now I'm sitting really nicely, and his attack is actually down by 2. So is his special attack, and then he goes for a power swap, and I was like, okay, so that swaps my boosts anyway. So I was -2 in attack, but now I'm going to be +2. So I mean, sorry, neutral again, and I end up trying to push for that +2. So he's going to swap again. I'm going to go for another Swords Dance. I just want to get myself really offensive now that this thing can't touch me. And if he does swap, it's not going to go too well. Then he's going to get a Swagger off on me. I'm like, sweet, if I do not hit myself in confusion, now I'm +4 in attack. That puts me at, you know, 3 times attack. I'm at 4 times defense. So I'm really wally at the moment. So anyway, he's going to bring in Boltund now after taking that out. I thought, well, the only move I've got, obviously, is Iron Head, but it's not very effective. So I thought, oh, well, we'll see how much we do. We get a Fire Fang here, and you can see that did very minimal. I'm just like, don't hit yourself in confusion. I don't. Iron Head off. Boltund down, and that's one more to deal with. So we've got Malamar coming in, and I was like, look, that thing could use Topsy-Turvy, so I don't know what's happening. But we get disabled, so I can't use Iron Head, so I thought, oh well, I'll go for the rest. Might as well get my HP back, because this thing's going to just be a bit of a pain at the moment. And break out of confusion, and sleep I go. And I'm like, sweet, you are a physical Malamar set. Now, if you were special, he may have been able to do more to me, but I don't know. So I'm like, well, I've got another turn to pass off without the, because I can't use my one attacking move, thanks to disable. And I can get another Swords Dance off, so I'm going to put myself in now +4. No, sorry, +6 attack. So I thought, oh well, I'll go for another one. And yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, sorry, no, I did mean to do that. I just couldn't do anything else. This is the one I didn't mean to do. I accidentally clicked it again. I was mashing A to get it done, so I also wanted to use it just in case he used something else, slowed himself down and tried to lure me into attacking, and if I don't kill him, then I was disabled. But I really shouldn't have worried, because with such a lovely base attack stat and +6, I think this guy's going down. So there you go. And now into number 1, probably the obvious one, and this can work with pretty much any other one. And yes, he's shiny. I had to get myself a shiny one. But this is my Trick Room Maid. Escavalier set. Now, this is, as you can see, negative speed, not that max. Now, we are at level 100 with max attack, max HP, and we're carrying Swarm. I decided, you know, if I can carry Swarm, that means I can make sure I get a big hit off, but realistically, any of my abilities work okay. Also, that last set, sorry, was Shell Armor to make sure I don't get critted through my boosted defenses. So I carry Sword Stance for the boost, then I've got Knockoff, X-Scissor, and Iron Head. So I have my 2 stab, and then I thought if I carry Knockoff, even if I'm going to get taken out, I can cause some problem. And then we've got the Wiki Berry, so that way if I end up under a quarter HP, I'm going to get a nice, you know, big, well, half my HP back. So he's going to lead off with Drapion. I'm leading off with Claydol now. Obviously, if you wanted to, you could run Protect or anything, but if you're running him in a double battle where you're going for the Trick Room first, you generally don't have to overly worry unless, again, you have that fire type against you. Now, if you have a really strong outputting attacker who probably could carry a fire move, then you could swap. You can also, obviously, cut out one of the moves for Protect, so that way you can make sure you're safe. But nonetheless, I'm just going to get the Trick Room up, then explode with Claydol. Does over half, thank goodness doesn't miss Drapion thanks to the Evasion boost from Acupressure. And this thing's just going to keep going for it. And I was like, well, I'm not fussed. I mean, we're going to bring in a Escavalier now and see what I can do. So you got to remember, now that I've done 1 Trick Room and then an Explosion, I've only got 3 turns left to Trick Room. So he does obviously work better as a Trick Room user in a double team. Excuse me. So he can use all, you know, chances. So I'm going to get the attack boost. I thought that was, you know, pretty impertinent. Just to display the set, but then so that way the next 2 turns could be full on. Now, I probably could have caused a nice bit of damage there, but I may have missed, so it didn't matter. So I thought, oh well, I'm going to Dynamax now. I'm going to go for Max Steel Spike. Now, the good, again, is Max Steel Spike does give you that boosted defense. So the boosted defense also adds on to the, you know, I may be slow, but try and hit me type of thing. And yeah, I really, really do enjoy this set. I enjoy actually most of these, but also love my shiny. So I'm going to go for the Max Steel Spike. As I said, that is going to hit nice and hard, and that will take out Drapion because I am +2 in attack. You know, and so now I've got only 2 more to take out with this one. It's a good way these ways though to show you the set. So we're going to have a Greedent coming in. Against most Pokemon, this thing probably would have outsped, but not at the moment. So I'm going to go for the Max Steel Spike. Again, he's going to go for the Protect, so he's trying to waste my Trick Room, which is a bit of an annoyance. But, what do you do? So we do around a third, so we're obviously doing nice damage, and probably would have taken him out with 1 hit. So I've got 1 more turn, so I thought, oh well, you know, my other 2 moves don't actually give me a boost, so I might as well go for the one that gives me a boost. Max Steel Spike again, and that's going to take out Greedent. So as much as I'm being outsped now, with these defense boosts that I've gained, and the fact that you know, I'm decently wally and got a lot of attack now, I'm gonna do some good work. So lastly, obviously, I'm just gonna go for the X-Scissor. This Blossom's just gonna go for a Quiver Dance. Could have outspent me with a move, but there is no move that this thing could have used to take me out. So X-Scissor it is, and that's the win there. So it was really, really cool coming up with these sets. I hope you did enjoy them and maybe hope to see a couple of these in use. As I said, the fast one is something that doesn't work too bad. The fact he gets access to agility, not just a simple boost, was good because obviously having a double boost, we're getting it doubled, an extra, you know, double first turn, then triple if another use. So we're putting ourselves nice and fast. But if you guys have a Pokemon you'd like me to use, I have got more to get to, but do comment them down below. I'm hoping to fit some in my schedule somewhere. Don't forget Discord, Twitch, and Twitter are linked down below. Use the comment section, not just for suggestions. I like feedback on videos like this. And finally, guys, if you like to sub for content like this or other content I'm doing, or you just want to be supportive, you can easily click that sub button or ring the bell. But anyway, guys, until my next video, I'll see ya.